Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
A student is now facing charges for allegedly bringing a gun to class and sparking a lockdown at a Macomb County high school. Well, we got a brief break, but construction on I-75 in Oakland County is picking back up again just in time for the weekend. But we begin with more federal help headed to Metro Detroit with hospitals overwhelmed by COVID patients. Thanks for joining us this noon. President Biden says that the federal government is stepping up efforts with the Omicron variant causing case surges and staffing shortages. The president says high-quality face masks will soon be available as well to everyone for free. And 1 billion COVID tests are going to be given out for free as well. Plus, he says 1,000 military members are headed to some states.
I've directed FEMA to work with every state, territory, in the District of Columbia to make sure they have enough hospital bed capacity. Today, I'm announcing our next deployment of 6 additional federal medical teams, a total of more than 120 military medical personnel to 6 hard-hit states: Michigan, New York, New Jersey, Ohio, Rhode Island.
There you heard it, President Biden mentioning our state first. Henry Ford Wyandotte will be one of the hospitals that are getting that federal help. The hospital already welcomed 1 team on Monday and is now waiting on a 2nd team. And we just got an update from hospital officials about why this help is so needed right now. Megan Woods joins us now live from Wyandotte with more on what she learned. Megan, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. So many announcements were made during that update. Like you mentioned, that 2nd team of federal help. I'll get back to that shortly. But right now we want to focus on those COVID patients. Henry Ford Health System says they now have more than 500 COVID patients, 5 patients under the age of 17 that are battling COVID. More than 65% of those COVID patients are unvaccinated. 90% of COVID patients are not boosted, and more than 590 employees are out due to COVID. And again, that 2nd federal team at Henry Ford Wyandotte will be arriving later and will be arriving for 30 days, helping out those patients and staff members. That will give the hospital a total of 45 days with federal support. Hear how the Henry Ford Health COO feels about the support that they're getting.
There is not a silver bullet solution, as I think all of us appreciate, to this. We have, systemic challenges with just incredible volume and very, very tired medical practitioners, and of course vacancies that we are working to fill. And that is true of all health systems that have been in the middle of this surge. So this is what I would call a real help in terms of it does add meaningful clinical capacity, but it's also a mental boost too. It is a great sign of hope, optimism to our care teams that they're not alone.
The health system also talked about their concerns with the blood supply, and we'll talk about that and more tonight at 5. Live in Wyandotte, I'm Megan Woods, Local 4.
All right, Megan, thank you. And there is a big debate over an audit looking into COVID deaths tied to nursing homes in Michigan during the early part of the pandemic. It's set to be released on Monday. The state auditor general's office reports that it is expected to say that there were nearly 30% more coronavirus-related deaths tied to nursing homes and long care facilities than reported by the state health department. But in a letter by the MDHHS director, Elizabeth Hertel, she expressed serious concerns, saying the audit defines reportable deaths differently from a federal standard. The Republican lawmaker who asked for the audit, State Representative Stephen Johnson of Wayland, calls the undercount sizable and shocking. Our Grant Herms is digging into this, and he will have the very latest for us on later newscasts today. Now here at noon, we turn our attention to a Warren High School student that is now facing charges for allegedly bringing a gun to class and threatening a student with it. A student told administrators at Lincoln High School that a 15-year-old boy flashed a gun in class and threatened to pistol whip her with that gun yesterday. The high school had to be put on lockdown. Police did not find a gun, but they did find an empty magazine. And the boy is facing several weapons charges, including assault with a dangerous dangerous weapon. He is being held at the Macomb County Youth Home. The school is holding virtual classes for the rest of the week. Also new this noon, a boil water advisory for residents in Novi, Commerce Township, and Walled Lake. It's now been lifted. It was first issued on Tuesday because of a water main break. People are being asked and told to turn on their taps and let them run for about 5 minutes before using the water. And we saw some snowflakes today. Didn't add up to much, but did make for some slick roads early on this morning. What's headed our way for the rest of the day, Brandon?
We have a little bit of spit and drizzle, maybe a few flakes. Temperatures are above freezing for most, and so the low clouds are trying to squeeze out what they have, and whatever they have, they will give you. But again, with temps mostly above freezing, not worried about any ice here. We've had a little bit of wet weather coming through the area. Looks like the radar just went down at our White Lake office, weather office, where the radar is. So temperatures will hover in these middle 30s for the most part. A couple of neighborhoods may even hit closer to 40, but we're not going to see much in the way of sunshine, and just waiting for these low clouds to kind of squeeze out what they have. You see the stationary front that actually started to move a little bit and move south. It's drawing a lot of that moisture with it. So not a real wet day today. We do have some lake effect snow coming Friday with a wonderful Arctic weekend ahead.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Members of the state's unemployment insurance agency face tough questions from lawmakers this morning in Lansing. The hearing centers on the report by Deloitte that the agency paid billions in fraudulent benefit claims during the pandemic. The director of the UIA says that the agency is being proactive in fighting fraud.
We knew that there were 10,000 attempts at fraud, and we did not pay out a single one of those claims. So please don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem or have any confidence or lack of confidence in our team's ability to fight fraud, but I'm also trying to exercise good judgment in preserving those efforts so that we can make sure that we have continued success. I am outraged by this. It's not as though I wanted to come into this position and see this kind of money paid out, but I know now that it is my job to make sure that the success that we've had in fighting the fraud continues.
The UIA says 54 people have already been charged in unemployment fraud cases. More people are applying for unemployment benefits, too. A sign Omicron is impacting the job market. First-time claims climbed by 23,000 last week to 230,000. It's still low by historic standards, though. It's the highest level, though, since mid-November of last year. In total, more than 1.5 million people are collecting unemployment benefits right now. If you are having trouble finding at-home COVID tests, you are not alone. Many stores are sold out of these tests, and if you are able to find them, apparently the prices have gone up too. A factory in Florida is working around the clock to keep up with the unprecedented demand. Carrie Sanders is in Miami Lakes, Florida, to show us.
So I'm on the factory floor here right now where they are putting together these really much sought after home testing kits. The FDA has only authorized 15 companies to provide these. This is one of those. Right now, they're turning out what amounts to 1 million tests a day, 30 million a month, but it can't keep up with the demand, a real tremendous demand for tests like this one called On Go. The effort, of course, is going to be complicated by the fact that the Biden administration promised to send out 100 million of these test kits to Americans through the Postal Service, and beginning on Saturday, by federal rules, insurance companies will have to pay for up to 8 tests a month. Again, if you can get one. Carrie Sanders.
That is remarkable. Construction along I-75 in Oakland County is picking back up, so you need to be prepared this weekend. Starting on Saturday morning, crews are going to begin work on portions of the freeway in Madison Heights ahead of the full-scale rebuild that will begin later this winter. So the northbound I-75 exit ramp to 11 Mile is going to be closed to begin rebuilding a retaining wall. So drivers will be detoured to exit on 14 Mile, and that will be all the way until mid-November. all year. Just this weekend, I-696 ramps to northbound I-75 will close to complete bridge demolition. So prepare for that this weekend. That's expected to be done by Sunday night. For the first time, the American Red Cross has declared a crisis because of the blood shortages nationwide, the impact it's having on hospitals, and how you can help coming up. But first, why independent investigators say officers should be disciplined if the disappearance of Gabby Petito in that disappearance. We'll tell you more coming up next.